How you doing, family? We're back again on the AfricaUnity platform. My name is KingIdris and I'm here to give you guys the new insight on what is going on the ground in Africa and international community. Today, my people will be talking about the protest around the United States of America by the Mexicans and Latino communities. They had a lot of huge protests from California and they had another one in Texas. The Mexicans and the Latino, they're one of the bigger community in the United States of America. They make a lot of huge contribution to the American community. There's nothing you're going to talk about from construction to any kind of developmental growth around the United States of America. In any given state, you can talk from California, where you had a lot of population of them. That's why you see the protests started from California, because there's a lot of population of Mexican, Latinos community, Latinx community that they live in California, and they have huge community too in Texas. That's why they have another protest in Texas, to speak out for the immigrant, because they believe the immigrant, according to the Mexican, they say the immigrant built United States of America, where a lot of contribution and a lot of words have been coming out from the African Americans, like, no, the African American built the United States of America. But now the Mexican and the Latina and the Latinos community, they're making it sure and they're making it sound to people like they contribute a lot to our community in the United States of America, because they're one of the highest spender and they have a lot of innovation. They have made a lot of contribution to the development of the United States of America. Like, there's a Mexican man that was insulting the black African American community, and a lot of people really have a lot to talk about it. This man said, the Mexican man said, there's no unity among the African American community, there's no togetherness, and the Hispanic or the Mexican people can run to the black people for any support or any help, like the black people that have not even helped themselves. And now the Hispanic community and the Mexicans, they're saying the black Americans, the African Americans should support them for the protest, for the cause of the immigration and deportation. So my people, this is something we need to talk about. Let's check this out. I'll be right back.
Lately, I have seen a lot of videos of black people making fun of Mexicans for what's happening right now with Mexican people. Also seen black people make videos talking about Mexicans. Don't come to us for help because we're not helping.
I'm amazed of how many people from the black community are telling me to go back to Mexico, telling Mexicans to go back to Mexico because we're illegal and it's a crime. It was also a crime when your ancestors went to Mexico, when they were escaping the white people and Mexico helped them. A lot of Mexicans got killed for that. They helped them. They help your people. We didn't oppress you guys. And this is how you guys pay us.
La migra, vato. No para tú, para ti, sí. Yo soy civilian. Yo soy born here. Yo soy born here.
Mexicans are not alone. They have Honduran people, they have Salvadorian people, they have Guatemalan people, they have Nicaraguan people, and a whole bunch of other countries that are willing to join forces with the Mexican people.
Different groups of Latinos stick together about as close as your bottom row of teeth, dog.
Black people, what makes you think that Mexicans are going to come running to y'all for help?
In the past, black people needed Mexicans. Right now, Mexicans need you guys.
If you want to piss a Puerto Rican off, call him a Mexican. You want to piss a Cuban off, call him a Guatemalan. So no, I'm not going to worry about getting my popcorn ready. Y'all not finna come together and do no big magic trick. Your ass gotta go. And I'm sure your cousin Chewy or whatever, you got somebody in your family that's gotta go. And I'm going to tell you right now, if I see you and I know you're illegal, I'm going to make the phone call. Because word on the street is This is what you guys overwhelmingly voted for. So I'm going to party. I'm going to wear your boots. I'm going to wear your sombrero. And I'm going to drink your portion of the tequila.
I wanted to come on here and explain my focus on posting the poll of all Latino voters in America for the 2024 election. I wanted to focus on the fact that most people in America, when they think about Latinos, they think about Mexican Americans. And rightfully so, because there's 38.5 million Mexican Americans in the United States. And of those 38.5, 33% of those voted for Trump, and 62% of those people voted for Harris. Mexican Americans often take the brunt in the media as MAGA conservatives, when in actuality, 62% of us are not. I also want to acknowledge that I'm not ignorant to the fact that there is a huge colorism problem and prejudice problem in the Latin community as a whole, that we have work to do in our communities.
The way they're treating the immigrant is not the rightful way, because the immigrant themselves have huge contribution they contribute to the economy. But the United States of America, the President Donald Trump have promised this before he came into power, and immediately he came into power, they started sweeping up people from every state. We're talking from Chicago to Detroit to Arkansas to New York to California, all the big cities around the United States of America. A lot of people have been coming out and they'll be expressing themselves like the treatment is not the rightful way. Why the government is saying we're just arresting people that they have felonies, people that they have already kidnapped, they have already raped, assault people, shoot gun, they caught them with gun, each serious crime. That's the people we're going after. But most of the people coming out to protest are the Mexican, are the Latina people, and they are saying enough is enough, because the racist attack coming towards the Latinos people in the United States of America is going up, is going straight up high. Like, a lot of people are really saying people are looking down on them, they're not respecting them, and they're even calling out to the African American community that they should help the immigrant, they should help the Mexican, they should help the Latinos. Why a lot of African Americans are just saying, this is not our battle, we don't want to get involved in this. This is not our battle, because they said the Latino communities, the Mexicans, they are one of the people that vote more for Donald Trump. Why the African American people have been speaking it out, like, let's come together, the black and brown community, like one powerhouse, like one institution. Let's vote for Kamala Harris. And a lot of people don't vote for Kamala. It's only the black people that vote for Kamala, the African Americans, the people from Africa, and the African America, the Foundation of Black America, the FBAs, they vote for Kamala, while a lot of Hispanic community and Latinos vote for Donald Trump. And they really come about it. They came out and they expressed their mind, like, boldly, we voted for Donald Trump and we believe he's going to do the right thing. Let's listen to some people. I'll be right back.
It's because black people, y'all cry too much. Y'all complain too much. You're victims. Here's the thing. That crying, that complaining is what caused black people to fight. If it weren't for black people put in prison for fighting and getting murked a lot of times, if it weren't for that, a lot of minorities in this country wouldn't have these systemic opportunities that we do today. The irony that I see when I see Mexicans or Mexican Americans tell black people that y'all cry too much, y'all complain, y'all just victims. But it is that crying and that complaining what caused y'all to fight for all of us. For all of us. Literally, we Mexican, and I speak for myself, we're so prideful that we choose to be quiet a lot of times as we're being systemically mistreated and we face systemic inequalities. And due to that is why we as Mexican people are so behind. It's so behind, and we get mistreated so much in this country because we don't complain. We don't cry. We are just bullied around, being pushed around by everybody, as opposed to black people who said, nah, we're going to fight. And that sacrifice while fighting has enabled all minorities, not just Mexicans, Asians, Indians, everybody in this country benefits from the civil rights movements that was fought by black people. So my personal opinion in regards to black people always complaining, black people always crying, we need to stop identifying that as crying and complaining and really call it, we're tired of systemic inequality, systemic oppression, and we are going to finally stand up and change things. That is what a lot of Mexican people can't see. We call that crying, but the reality is that the reason why we are in the conditions that we are is because we don't cry enough.
As a Mexican American who voted for Trump, I have been called so many things. I have been told that I am a sellout. I have been told that I'm whitewashed. I have been told that I'm a wannabe white. I have been told that I'll never be accepted by the white people. And I have been told that my ancestors would be so disappointed, even though they're the ones that came here in the first place. But the funniest one is when they say, wait till they come for you. Wait till they send you back. Back to where? To California, where I was born? It's funny because the Democrats love to claim that the Trump supporters and the Republicans are so racist, yet they are the ones making the most disrespectful and racist comments ever. So what do you call that again? Oh yeah, that's right, a hypocrite.
So my husband, I'm like, are you sure you want to vote Republican? And he's like, he's saying he's going to deport criminals. You're not a criminal. Every time we go to ICE, they tell you, Mr. Juarez, your wife is no criminal. He voted for him, and now he's deporting his wife. And now they deported me, they kicking me out, and they breaking my family apart. Before you enlist in the military, think it twice. Before you marry an immigrant, think it twice. Think it if it's really worth for you to sell this country.
So after this, the African American community say, no, we're not going to come out to protest with you people. And the Hispanic community, the Latinos community, the Mexican community, they are saying, doing Black Lives Matter, we all came out to protest with you people. We all came out to support the African American community. Why can't the African American people protest and support what we're doing, our cause, what we're doing in California? Are we protesting in Texas? They want it to be nationwide, that the African America should speak out. You know, the African America are one of the most powerful people that really built America according to history, because after the slave trade, a lot really happened in the United States of America, and after this, a lot of movement really happened from Martin Luther King movement to Malcolm X. A lot of African American leader really came out during the integration period, and they speak out for the Black and brown community.
I gotta talk about it. If you haven't seen on my social media platform, I just made a post about the Mexicans rallying and picketing about ICE. Okay? Now, I feel the need to say this so people will understand. Okay? I hate any form of racism. I can't stand it. I can't be around it. I hate the smell of it. I hate the sound of it. So that means anybody that has any hate towards you, no matter what color, race, culture you are, I got a problem with that. Okay? So I want to put that out there right now. I have to say, this is one of those situations where I don't feel like the race card can be pulled. Now, these people, now follow me, let me cook. These people got a couple things going on here. Now, I'm here in California, LA particularly, okay? I've been here for some time, so I've gotten a little bit of history and some knowledge about this place, okay? This is one thing I know for a fact. You can look this up. This is documented. Almost every, like, I'm going to just give y'all the short version of this. Mexicans have basically taken over California. Okay? Almost every street here has an L, San, whatever other Mexican name you can think of. I always got some type of Anna at the end. Is like what is we talking about here? Okay? Not only that, but you listen. I'm almost certain almost everybody Mexican got somebody that's in the cartel. Whether you a mule, whether you're a head honcho, I ain't trying to hear it. You got some form of family that's a part of that. Okay? And I see on these people pick a sign talking about some stop being racist. This is one of those times where I don't think that card can be pulled, man. Let's do the math, people. And I know everybody who pays taxes just don't feel this. Okay? If these people was paying taxes like a normal citizen, we would not be having this conversation. Can I get an amen? You tell me when I told you something that ain't true. We would not be having this conversation. In fact, you know what would be going on? They will be coming down there to these rallies, and they'd be telling these people, take that shit down. Because this shit coming out of our pocket. I'm not finna have you sitting around here running around talking about fuck Trump and politics, and I gotta pay for you doing that. Take this shit down. That would be what's going on. You wouldn't have these people out here rallying. You're already on a hostile takeover to take over LA. I didn't see this shit, okay? There's so much talk about it and everything. They're literally, deliberately taking over California. From politicians, you name it. State senators, you name it. Secretary of States, you name it. All these people are Mexican. Everything you get down here is Mexican. From your food to what you drink to what you wear to what you ride in. You're getting everything from them, man. We got black-owned businesses down here. But guess what? They are overshadowed by the Mexican community. And they are a tight-knit community. Might not want to put that in and add that in. Okay? They're a tight-knit community. All right? And you want to sit up here and talk about Trump being racist. Man, if you don't cut that out, if you don't cut it out. You can't even pull that card, man. How long have people been talking about them paying taxes for illegal people being here? And it's like they don't get it. Nobody's saying you can't be here. Not one time has somebody said, I don't want them here at all. What they said was, come here and do it the right way. Get your citizenship like a normal person. And you can do whatever the hell you want to do. We don't care. This is what always been said throughout the course of how long? I'm 45. How long have people been talking about that? Now, I was just telling a friend, okay? These, like, the Mexican community does not understand. Y'all could have been raised on, warred on, rallied on, rioted on, picketed on at any given time. And you know who all would have been in that fight? Taxpaying U.S. certified citizens. They would have been, listen, they would have been telling politicians, nope, you ain't signing nothing. We ain't giving you no bill for nobody to come over here and live off my tax money. Is you crazy? Huh? And you want to sit up here and talk about racism? Man, if you don't take that word back. You ain't even allowed to use that word. Take that word back. What is wrong with you? This ain't got nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with citizenship. You don't want to come with citizenship. You want to bring your whole entire family over here illegally. You think just because you have your kids here that makes you a citizen. No, it's not. And that's all these people are saying. You're not a citizen. We don't care if you had your kids here. You're not a citizen. If you didn't go down there to the department and do it the regular way, which was fill out an application to get your citizenship, then no, you ain't no citizen. So yeah, they're going to come through and take you from your kids. You had all this time to get your stuff together. Did you do it? No, you wanted to live a free life and you wanted to bring your whole entire family with you. Guess what? Your problem. See, I'm going to tell you what the problem is. They need somebody on their side to go and tell them, take this shit down. You don't have no say. You've been living good your whole entire Mexican life. We ain't trying to hear that, man. Nobody said you can't be here. We just saying do it the right way. So either get your citizenship or take your ass back home. It's just that simple. Because guess what? If the shoe was on the other foot, we be trying to fight our way to get into the embassy so we can get back home. Y'all will be deporting us so fast. Oh, you're not a Mexican citizen. Oh, you got to leave. So come on, man, make it make sense. You've been over here living a good life. You've been eating good, tax-free money. I ain't trying to hear it. Can't you sit up here and call somebody racist? Take that back. That's all I got to say about this, man. I'm insane out.
She wanted to tell us why the Latino community voted so heavily for Trump, especially the men. And she began to explain how where they come from, it's a male-dominant environment. The men are the leads. The men are, in positions of authority. And when they migrated here, they came with their same mindset that women are inferior and have no business, in positions of leadership. And also the women have an attitude, the Latino women also have a little grudge against the black women because of our outspokenness and our ability to stand up and be independent on our own and think for ourselves. And they are not really crazy about that either. So she explained that the men in the Latino community, once they got here, they had huge problems answering to women in the workplace, especially black women, that they resented that so badly, as does the Latino female community. They resent having to answer to black women. So voting for Trump, their thought process for voting for Trump was to put black women in their place. To put black women in their place and humble us, they decided to vote for Trump. Well, here's the backlash part of it. How do you feel now? Do you feel we're in our place now? Or are you too busy running and hiding? Backlash. Your evil doing that was meant for evil toward the black women, it was done towards you. Who's humble now? Oh, we expect to come down the pipe what's coming for us, but who's humble now?
You guys see my little baby? Ain't she so cute? Ain't she so cute, my little baby? My little niece. But yeah, so this whole world has been jealous of, well, a part of a component as to why this whole world has been jealous of Black Americans is because of Black Americans' close proximity to YTPPO, right? So they're jealous. They're jealous of us for a myriad of different reasons, but for sure that's just one of them, right? They're jealous of the relationship that we have with YTPPO, even if our relationship and YTPPL's relationship, it's a family feud. It's like that Jay-Z song, Family Feud. you know, because that family feud is the two brothers, as I talk about a lot, Jacob and Esau, right? Two brothers been fighting a spiritual war for a very long time, right? So the other nations are, including Africans, not all of them, right? But including Africans, they're jelly of our proximity to white TPPL, because all the other nations look at white TPPL as being on top, which they are, right? And it's like, how does Black Americans, how do we get to be like directly near them? Look at the Black Americans, they're ghetto, they're this, they're that, right? So now the whole, you know, like they're all a part of the vassal system, and everybody got a little bit of the pie to come against Black Americans, right? And now TRUMP, he's talking about deporting, right? Deporting a lot of Latino, right? Because a lot of them, you know, thought that they were doing something by coming against us, not realizing that they were just used as a pawn by Esau, European, to come against little brother Jacob, Black Americans, the children of Israel, the real Jews, right? So Esau is just being Esau. Esau is just being Esau. Esau don't care about nothing but a bowl of soup and some chicken nuggets. That's what he sold his birthright for. And that's spiritually symbolic, metaphoric of them being the fleshly people. So Esau only serves and is interested in what pleases him flesh-wise, right? And he is mad and has a vendetta against little brother Jacob, Black Americans, right? So a lot of these other people who are on the worldly, like lowly level side of things, they don't know this. They don't know why. How come Black Americans, even like other countries, right? Other poor countries, African country, if you will, they're like, but the Black Americans KILL each other, and they do it. How do they get to just be in America? They were always in America, right? And a lot of them are vessels. A lot of them know. A lot of them don't, right? But what all of the other nations ended up doing was putting themselves, because the story is it's all about Black Americans and Europeans. That's the story. Jacob and Esau. All other nations are background actors in Jacob and Esau's story. All other nations are just extras. So what the other nations did was they literally put themselves in the middle of a crossfire in a war, and they chose the people who are ruling out, the brother that's ruling out, Esau, right? But Esau is showing them, I don't like y'all either. I don't like y'all either. I don't got nothing to do with y'all, right?
But the way things are going now, there is a lot of hatred going around the African American community and the Mexican community. There's no unity in California between these two communities. There's no unity in Texas, because that's the bigger community for Mexican people and Hispanic people and Latinos people. A lot have been happening, and now they're speaking out like we're protesting. Most of the immigrant that has been arrested is more of the Mexicans and the Hispanic people, and a lot of people have been speaking about this. Like, why is nobody speaking about this? Why is nobody trying to help us? Why is nobody trying to support us? It's just like we're just fighting this by ourselves, because the African American says this is not our war. We're not going to fight this with you. And a lot of people have been saying, for the cause of one country, one unity, one togetherness between the Black people and the brown people. The brown people, I'm talking about the Mexican, the Latinos community and the Hispanic community. They should come together and form one unity, because Donald Trump is not joking, my people. And anything that happen or affect the Hispanic community, surely it affects the black people too. So this is what we're really talking about on the platform. It's just about unity, just about togetherness, it's just about oneness. I just came out to speak about this because these two communities need to come together, and the protest is huge. A lot of people is talking about it around the world, and they want Donald Trump to take it easy on the immigrant because they have huge contribution to the development of the United States of America. They had huge population. There's a lot of immigrants that are just here for a greener pasture. They're just here to have a new beginning, have a new life, make good things happen to themselves. With everything that is going is too huge. A lot of people is having a lot to say. I dropped a video before and I talked about this, about the deportation for some African countries. Everybody is scared because United States of America is the only country that everybody in the whole world want to come through. People from Afghanistan, Indonesia, Africa, Europe, Asia, everybody want to be here. Even people from North Korea, South Korea, everybody around the world want to come to this country because this is the #1 country around the whole world. This is the #1 country in the world. This is the #1 country in the world. Out of the 173 countries around the world, America still leads the way. America currency, money still lead the way. America dollar still lead the way. So there's a lot attachment. There's a lot of people that really want to come to this country. Trump have did a lot. I've blocked the border. I've put a lot of eyes on at the border, put them out on the street. And to the eyes people, they're just trying to make ends meet. They're just doing their job. That's what they're out there for to do. So on the platform, just a quick one. I just came out to talk about this because I want the unity, I want the togetherness between the African American community and the brown community. A lot have been going on. This platform, just a quick one. I'll be coming to another segment today. I'll be saying one Africa, one people, one unity. Unity over division, my people. One love. Thank you. One love.